Good day and welcome everybody. Today marks the public introduction of Axl. From humble beginnings, where the concept was hatched by a technician in Harry Smith as an entry into our company innovation challenge, to the molding and crafting of a dynamic, progressive web app. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Axl. And to take us through what Axl is about, I give you the extremely talented Nikki Newman, General Manager of Axlit Technology Services, who is always in pursuit of the farm of the future. Nikki, over to you.
Thank you, Etienne. And I just want to say welcome everyone to our webinar. And I'm really excited to share with you further information around Axl. It's been an interesting journey for us as a company and with our customers and clients. And by what we want to share with you today is a little bit what Axl is, what the benefits are for all the interested parties, for everyone involved in agriculture, and really how to get involved. So taking it back, Etienne did give us a bit of a background to what, where Axl came from. And as I said, we start with solving solutions and challenges for our customers and for our businesses. And where it started was with an idea with one of our employees who said, why don't we optimize how we utilize our secondhand machinery? That idea, as with all great innovations, simple idea that started to snowball, has brought us to what Axl is today. We spent a lot of time between then and now talking to customers and people who Axl directly benefits, starting from equipment owners. So we spoke to a lot of equipment owners, and although we all know rentals happen in the sector, contracting is not a new activity in agriculture. But really the problem we're trying to solve is that there is not enough capacity at times across for farmers and for, so really we started off with solving that problem, saying the premise is that there's a whole lot of, there is machinery available, but is it available to everyone that matters and when it matters to them most? So through those discussions, we realized that a lot of equipment owners sit with tractors in their sheds, and they sit idle for 80% of the year. Now that alone presented an opportunity for us to optimize how our customers utilize their assets. We also realized that for guys who and businesses who are renting out equipment already, there are some major strains on their cash flow. We also realized that problems happen, and there's an opportunity from a renter's perspective for them to access mechanization in a more efficient manner. So some of the use cases and discussions we had with farmers and customers is that their tractors break down in the middle of critical periods like planting season. In a normal case, they would either rush to the nearest dealer, borrow from a neighbor, and it's just generally quite a stressful situation for customers. Another example is that a lot of greenfield operations require a bit of experimentation, and the investment in capital equipment is a big decision for farmers. So Axl presents an opportunity in those instances where they can access the machinery, try the greenfields before heavily investing in capital equipment. And then the age-old challenge that we face and will forever face with agriculture is erratic weather conditions. So we know rain patterns and climate patterns are changing constantly, and one of the biggest challenges for farmers is, are they able to adjust and adapt and be successful under those types of pressures? So with all of these use cases and all of this feedback, we then with our customers, with Afri Equipment and Unigrow and everyone else within the Afri group, we decided, let's build Axl. So question, what is Axl? As Etienne said earlier, Axl is essentially a digital marketplace that connects drives a connection between an owner and a renter. So most importantly, like all marketplaces that are prolific in the world at the moment, it's driving connection between the parties, creating trust and enabling transactions. And that's really the core of what Axl does for our customers and for its users. So with that being said, I thought let's today, although we have a lot more to share in the weeks to come, I thought let's share and show you a few features within Axl. And most importantly, from a renter's perspective, how to find and book a machine. Once in the Axl platform, and this is a real video from the actual platform, you could say I'm looking for a tractor, a harvester, whatever your needs may be. You then click, you browse the marketplace, and as you can see there, it's geolocated. So very important that we want to optimize where are the machines closest to you. A lot of the time spent on machines is transporting them to and fro. And the objective is that if you can get one closer to you, it optimizes your costs as well as optimizes it for the equipment owner. So as you can see, you can look, you can browse, you can go through the available tractors and machines. If you like what you see, you can click on it. You can look through the specs, have a look at the images, see the star rating of the service provider, which would be the equipment owner. Look if it's available for the time that you need. Maybe you need it today, tomorrow, maybe you only need it in July. You can look at the quality, and if you're happy, you click send booking request. When that happens, you can detail what you're looking for, and very importantly, and we'll show you just now, adding your farm, you indicate which farm it's for, which field you want to operate the machine in, your estimated hours that you want the tractor to work, and how you want to pay. We'll talk about payments a little bit later in the presentation, but as you can see, you get given the option there between Unigro or through your bank EFT. We also provide the opportunity to open dialogue with the owner. You can talk about collection, and you can have an overview of the estimated price. That booking request then gets sent through to the equipment owner, and they will then process your request. Very important from an owner's point of view, you have the opportunity to decide who you rent to, if it makes business sense for you to rent out to that individual. So you'll see where they are, what their requests are. And with this next feature, you'll be able to look at some of the features of their farm and fields, and you can make a decision if you want your machinery to go and work that field. So Axl also offers geospatial information, and most importantly, you can add your farm. You can select it through GPS or via directory. And there you can see we filter some basic information on the farm and field characteristics. And once you've done that, that's a value add for both the owner as well as the renter. I mentioned the renter value add earlier, but from an owner's point of view, it's from a renter's point of view, it's the opportunity for you to understand a little bit more around your fields. And in the future, we're looking at other integrations into farm and field mapping technologies. So this is where we've begun. That being said, I wanted to talk about the payment options we have available. So we're very excited to have a partnership with Unigro, where we can actually offer that you can make and pay for rentals using either your revolving or your production facility. And that just makes it, as I said, one of the benefits of Axl for users is easing cash flow. And it just really does help in times of need and under pressure, the opportunity for farmers to rent using their facilities. The other option, we've connected into all the major banks. So you can make a direct payment into Axl to secure your rental and ensure that you can use your other facilities via ABSA, Capitec, Standard Bank, Nedbank, and all the other major banks. So that's what we have for now. We do have a roadmap for Axl, and like I said, it's day one of preschool. So I'm looking forward to sharing more with you on the payment options going forward. Importantly, who are the parties in Axl? I think we did briefly talk about the owner and the renter, but really who are these individuals? So the owners typically would be the likes of contractors, people who are already renting out machine, who already have a customer base and are truly looking how to optimize how they rent machinery, collect payments, and optimize their cash flow. Same with equipment retailers and retailers. So an example is Afgri Equipment. They've taken the opportunity to list their machinery on Axel, specifically secondhand machinery, and for them it's an opportunity for them to optimize their inventory. So that's open to all equipment retailers. It's not just Afgri Equipment, and then also your owners could be your farm businesses. So those farm businesses could be your large commercial farmers with a large fleet who want to optimize them. As I said, if it's sitting idle in the shed, they can do it that way. If they want to rent it to their neighbor, but to facilitate the payment and the agreement, that's an option too. And it's also your smaller farmers. If you're not using your tractor, why not create another revenue stream for your business? From a renter point of view, this is a very important point we want to share with everyone here today and everyone listening and interested in Axel, is that this is not for Afgri customers and it's not for a specific group of customers. It's for any South African farmer today. We do have a vision and we do want to extend it across borders and wherever else it would make sense. But importantly, that small farmers, large farmers, medium-sized farmers, and anyone in between can rent and use Axel. Some of the benefits for these parties, we can look at things like uploading your equipment fleet. So as I said, we've got a secure payment service. So what I want to talk a little bit about that. A secure payment service really means that we as Afgri and Axel, we ensure that your payments are secured. We ensure that it's protected in a type of escrow account, and we only release it to the parties upon job completion. Therefore, that means that it ensures that quality work is done on your farm, and from an owner's perspective, it ensures that your income will be received. We spoke to a few contractors, and a lot of them say that they get paid 6 months to 8 months down the line, and for a small business, that presents a massive challenge in terms of their cash flow. So what we want to do is secure the money up front. We look after it and make sure we release it to you until as the job it gets drawn down. And so we also automate a lot of the invoicing process. So administratively, it improves how your business operates. And from an equipment renter point of view, I want to share with you some of the benefits. So although some of them have already been mentioned, but I think what's important is the ability to find machinery through the marketplace. So as we grow and as Axel gets bigger and bigger, you'll have more options available to you at the right price, and it really opens up the marketplace in that sense. So what are the next steps for Axel, for you, and for everyone who's interested? I think the first step is visit the portal, which can be found at axel.app. Put it in your browser, look for it, and sign up. Complete your profile, which is very important. And then if you want, especially at the moment, we're reaching out to a lot of equipment owners and retailers at the moment to get them comfortable using the system and introducing it into their business. That being said, reach out to us at info@axel.app. We are here. There's a team of us. We will hold your hand. We'll work with you. We'll make sure that this is a smooth and exciting process. After that, list, rent, and essentially grow your business. And that's what we're here to enable. So what is there to look forward to in the next few weeks? We're going to host a few more webinars. We know that there's a lot of information to share. We'll also look at your questions coming through from today, and we'll address that with you in the next few weeks. We'll also ensure that my team and I are available to ensure that you are set up and ready to transact on Axel. And importantly, it's time to stay connected. Stay connected to find out about other events, launch activities, new features. We're building every single day. We're taking your feedback. And what's really important is that you share with us what you feel is important in this platform, so that we can build it and make sure that it brings you all the benefits that you're looking for. So for me, that's an overview of Axel. It's short and sweet, but it's a good start for us. I just really want to encourage everyone to go explore it, go check it out, and share with your friends and your colleagues and ask us questions. We will always be here for you, and thank you for being here.